Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Happy, what is today? Thursday? Wow, this week flew by pretty quick. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick. Once we're all set up, we can get started. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna try to get started a little earlier so that we can catch and be prepared for that opening candle. Let's see. So yeah, we'll try to give that opening breakout candle another shot today. And we'll see how the market moves. I need to check the news to see if there's anything going on today, but I think for the most part, there's not really much news going on like there was yesterday. So let me check real quick. Yeah, nothing today. I mean, there's pending home sales. Obviously, it's going to be low. I mean, it'll be high, I guess. It'll be high, but there's not very many homes for sale right now. I don't really know because I'm looking myself. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes. And then we'll see how that affects the market. I don't think it's going to affect it too much. We already know how the market is right now, especially here in California. So, I mean, the market in general, because of COVID, there just isn't much available. So let me just refresh this real quick. All right, I think we're good after this. All right, I'm gonna go and send out the Zoom link to the premium members real quick. And then after that, we can send out the public link. So let me just get this over real quick. All right. Zoom link out real quick. There we go. 1 second. Oh, sorry guys. I was trying to post it in the wrong group, so I wouldn't post that. So we got the Zoom link right here. All right, Zoom link is posted to you guys over there. There we go with that. Let me get you guys the YouTube link now. I think we're good. Hey, morning Kushi, morning Alan, morning Nick, morning Larishna. All right, let me get you guys the public link now. I'll let you guys into the room as well. Get you guys this public link over here. Everybody. See, it's 6:20. We got 10 minutes. I'm not like in a crazy rush right now. Obviously, I want to get this link out so that we can focus on these trades, but also don't want to rush it and then end up sending out the wrong links like I did last time. So let me just get this sent over to you guys over here. Jeff said gold just came off hard. So I'll check out gold right now for you guys as well. I know a lot of you guys are trading gold. A lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit this morning, actually. So I'll pull up the profits from this morning and I'll show you guys, what everyone was doing during London session. It looks like everyone locked in a ton of profit early on. So let me just get this over here real quick. Okay, that's good. This one over here. See what the admins are talking about right now. Let's see, Kyle said, yeah, no, definitely. It is in an uptrend right now, US 30. It's basically what we're looking for at this point. And we'll see. I mean, that'll probably be our scalp move for today. Let me get my MT4 ready as well. Just want to make sure I don't miss this breakout entry. I was telling the guys, once like one of these days, I'm probably just going to open, I'm going to get an FTMO account funded, like a big one at 200K. And I'm just going to take a huge lot size on this breakout strategy because it's almost, it hits like, I think, did it hit like every day the past 2 weeks? It did, I think, except for like one day. So I think we're like 9 for 10. So it's like, dude, if I could get one of those days and just go heavy lot size, like 100 lot or something, you know, for an account that I don't care about, obviously, you know, just an account that I'm actually just playing with, that'd be a huge profit. Because we were thinking about it, I was like, dude, that's a lot. Like if you think about it, like if you're doing 100 lot, like the $100 per pip times 500 pips, that's a 50K profit off one trade, taking this breakout strategy right here. And if we get it for like a discount, like if we get in at a better price, that could be even more. So, you know, probably at some point I'll play around with it, and then you guys will see me take like a crazy move like that. And then we'll have fun with it. Because at that point, it's like, you know, I might as well just play around with it if the strategy is that accurate. Because we've been applying it every day for the past couple of weeks now. If you guys have been following me for the past, I guess like 2 weeks now, we've been applying this breakout strategy in the morning. You'll see it right now as we apply it this morning as well. And you guys will see what we do here. So we'll see. We still got about 7 minutes left. So let me post this link up to the social media real quick. And then we can start looking for that breakout entry. And just keep in mind, guys, for that breakout entry, we're still working on that strategy right now. We don't set like a set TP stop loss. What we do is we just watch it, and then we manually enter and exit the trade. So if you guys haven't been here yet for the past couple of weeks, I don't recommend you guys take it, because it is a very risky trade, and you kind of have to know what you're doing, and you have to understand what we're doing here in order to execute properly. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are brand new here, we don't recommend that you follow through with it just yet. So let's get this going over here. Oh yeah, I was gonna check if there was news today. Yeah, there's no news this morning. It was just pending home sales. Let me check CNBC. Everything looks bullish right now. So it looks like we're gonna have a bullish morning up until 10 o'clock. Then 10 o'clock it'll reverse into a sell. Let me just get this over here real quick. All right, 2 last places, Facebook and Instagram. There's Facebook. Just gonna get this Instagram posted right here. All right, looks like we're good. So let me just close this off right here. That's good. All right, everyone's in the room. Looks like we're good. Good morning, Steven. Morning, Peter. Morning, Byron. Steven, Steven's asking for the opening candle. Does it have to be closed at momentum line for us to enter it? Steven, I don't think you understand the strategy, so I don't think you should be applying it. This is probably the last strategy you should be applying, Steven. This is like way too fast for you to be applying. So just watch what we're doing, Steven, because your question doesn't apply to the strategy. And that's how I know that you don't understand the strategy at all, because we don't base it off the momentum line. So go back and watch the videos for the past 2 weeks, Steven. Just go back and rewatch it from 6:30 up until like 7, just to see how we applied the strategy, and then see how we applied it. If you do understand it, like I mentioned, the strategy isn't an official strategy yet, so there's nothing really to be worked off, and there's nothing for you to really learn. So Steven, go back, and I think you should go back and learn the easy stuff first before you actually think about doing this breakout strategy. Because, you know, I know that we make a lot of profit off this, but you could lose a lot of money because, you know, if you can't get the basic stuff right, this is going to be very complicated for you. And I'm just looking out for your account because we know you, Steven, and you've been around for a long time. And, you know, you need a little more help with these movements here. So I don't recommend that you apply this, Steven. Just if you want to watch. And then if we enter or exit trades, then yeah. But I don't think this is something that you should be applying on your own, or, you know, something that you should really like dive too deep into. Because if you can't get the basic strategies down, this is going to be very, very complicated. And I just don't want you to blow another account, you know? So just looking out for your account, Steven. So just try to learn from the videos for now. Nick said, I think Steven blocked me. I can't see his comments. Did you block Nick on the YouTube? Yeah, Steve, I'm just looking out for you, bro, because you know we've had this run around for like the past couple of months now, and you know I'm trying to help you pass your FTMO. It's just you got to like follow directions and not try to trade things that you're not ready for yet. What's up, Paul? Morning. Yeah, because this moves way too fast, Steven. Like it literally, if you take your eyes off the chart for like 1 second, then you're gonna miss out on the trade, and you're probably gonna lose a lot of money because this thing will go back and forth really quickly. I know obviously like the past 2 weeks it's been all wins, but it's only been all wins because we know how to read these candlesticks. So this is like way too advanced for you to be applying right now, Steven, because there's a lot of different factors that go into this strategy here. All right, let's see. So we see this coming down right here. So if we get a sell bias right here, I'm not going to enter that trade. I'm going to wait for it to possibly swing back up. So here's the thing. We have a bullish bias here for US 30 for a buy. We also have a bullish bias here on the 3 minute. So on the 1 minute here, if we get a sell and it comes down to here, I'm probably not going to enter that trade. I'll keep watching it, possibly enter it for a buy if it ends up swinging back up. But I'm probably not going to, I'm either not going to enter the breakout entry, or I'm going to wait to see how it moves after that, because we're still working on the strategy. The K2 admin team's already on it. Let me check the K2 admin chat. All right, cool. Looks like everyone's watching it right now. So we'll be in communication and we'll be looking for a possible entry here. So let me just set this up over here. My bias is going to be for a buy. I'm not gonna, if it comes down for a sell, I'm not going to take it. But we'll see how this ends up playing out from here. All right, we got the opening candle in 15 seconds. Let's see what happens from here. We got 15 seconds till this candle opens. We're gonna wait for the first candle to close, and then we'll see what goes from there. All right, we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see what happens. There we go, that bullish candle. There we go. See, big breakout right there. So we're gonna wait for this to close. We still got 40 seconds left on this candle. I'm probably not gonna enter right away. We're waiting for it. We're not entering the trade yet, guys. We're still waiting for this to close. So we're waiting for this to close. We need that confirmation. If this doesn't close with the buy signal, we need to wait for that buy signal before I hop into the trade. So keep watching it right here. We got 20 seconds left on this candle right here. We got 10 seconds left on this candle. We got 8 seconds. 3 seconds. Oh, fuck, MT4 is not working for me. All right, I'm in the trade now, guys. Or I'm gonna enter right there. All right, so I'm currently in the trade right now for a buy. I'm just gonna mark this up over here so that I know where to move my stop, or to possibly close out my trade as it reaches. All right, here goes my dog. Buddy, what's up, dude? Go outside. All right. Currently in the position, I'm in profit about 1,000 right now. About 1,000. Let's see. So what I'm waiting for here is if price comes above this 250 pip mark, as it comes back down. If it comes back down, I close out on profit. Otherwise, I try to reach for full profit there. So I'm watching right now. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth movement right here, so it's all good. I'm not tripping out about it. Just hanging on to it right now. See if there's anything going on. Actually, I'm just gonna watch the candle. I'm not gonna open any other windows right now. So we'll see where it goes from here. And like I mentioned, guys, we don't use any TP stop loss on this. This is on the 1 minute. It moves too fast, so we don't really have time to set a TP stop loss. We don't want it to be too close. We don't want it to be too far. So we're just watching it right now, and that's pretty much where my entry was. It's only 632 right now. So this opening candle is going to bounce back and forth from 632 up until 640. Still watching it right here. If it goes past stop loss, I'm probably going to hold on to it. I'm not going to close it out. I did take proper risk, so I can hold it past the stop loss area right here, because what happens is sometimes it'll pass the stop loss and then it'll swing all the way back up. So you can see right there, we were talking about possibly moving stop loss down to 750 pips. So if you guys have been following for the past couple of weeks, I'm increasing the risk here. So I have less, I'm not closing it out yet. I'm still watching it, because generally what happens is it'll come down to here and then it'll swing all the way back up. So I'm still in the trade. Like I mentioned, we don't set any TP stop loss. We're just watching it because it's going to be very volatile from 6:30 to 7, or more so like from 6:30 to 6:40, and then from there it starts to smoothing out once it finds its direction. So I'm still holding on to it right now. Still bouncing around. And this is why I mentioned that if you guys don't know what we're doing here, don't take this trade. Just watch it and see what we're doing here, because we're still working on this strategy. And a lot of times we have these whipsaw actions where it goes back and forth. So it's all good. I'm still holding on to it. See where it goes from here. This is my breaking point though. If it reaches 750, I'm out of the trade. I did take less risk for this trade, so I can handle the risk. But we are running it right now. So let's see. See what happens from this point here. Just trying to see where the 500 mark is. We are testing this, but I'm testing this on my real account. I'm not. All right. See these big wicks on the bottom, right? So I'm just watching right there to see how it moves. So it's probably going to wick up. If it closes with the big wick down here, I'm expecting to swing all the way back up. See the overall for the 3-minute, 10-minute, big candle right there. Same here with the 3-minute. Still holding on to it. Still hanging on. I'll let you know if I pull out. It's only 6:35. We still have 5 minutes left on this candle to see if it swings back up. I see these big wicks on the bottom. All right, let's see. 6:35. Still got a lot of time. We got 20 seconds left. See how this candle closes right here. See if it establishes a low right there. It looks like if it closes with a bullish candle with the big wicks on the bottom, it's probably going to establish that support, and it's probably going to swing all the way back up. We got about 2 seconds left. Yeah, this thing is messing around so much. I'm still holding on to it. So it looks like it's starting to lose its steam as we hang on to it. All right, we got about 4 minutes left until I might be pulling out soon. All right, I'm pulling out. I should have held on to it. That shit was my bad. Maybe I should hop back in. All right, so that was my breaking point right there, guys. This is what I mean about not getting greedy. You know, if it gets to your breaking point, you just got to pull out. If this swings up right here, that's fine. We'll just see that, you know, this is probably a move that we could have, that we probably would need to make adjustments to the strategy, because we already made adjustments to moving our risk lower. That's why we took a smaller position. But we'll be watching it to see where it moves from here. We still got 4 minutes left on this candle. This is a big spike down. Let me check the admin group over here and see what's going on over here. Damn, Sisuk actually closed out in profit. How'd you do that? Sisuk actually pulled out early. So I should have pulled out with him when he pulled out at 1,000. So Sisuk over here. Oh, Steven too. So a lot of you guys pulled out early. Yeah, so some of you guys, so you guys that know that we're doing here, some of you guys did pull out early. Looks like Steven locked in 3,000 total today. So he locked in a couple $100 off that US 30 buy right there. He locked in 1,000 off that. And then Angela over here locked in about 243. And then let's see, C-Soup locked in about 700 or 800 right there. Yeah. So I took a loss on this, which is fine. Like I said, we're still testing the strategy out, so we don't have any concrete requirements down. But I think this is the second time that it's moved like this, which is really weird, because if you guys followed on Monday and Tuesday, it did this, but then it ended up swinging back all the way up, right? Yesterday, it didn't even pull back. It went in profit and then just kept shooting all the way back up. So I'm going to watch this. If it swings back up to this area, I might just buy back in to mitigate the losses. But I wasn't trying to risk any more than we already risked. Let's see. Oh, no, Steven, you take this trade. Steven, you're not supposed to use 250 on this trade. You didn't listen to me again. Oh man, Steven, I told you not to take this trade, and I told you not to use 250 on the bigger moves. This is a bigger move, Steven. Oh man, it's all right, Steven. Whatever. This is what I'm talking about, Steven. Like you're never gonna pass your FTMO if you don't listen to me, Steven. I keep telling you not to take these trades, and I told you not to do. For the bigger position, you're not taking a bigger lot size. You took a huge lot size for this position here. So, I mean, good luck with your account, Steven. I'll try to keep helping you as much as I can, but and we'll see where it goes from there. So anyways, I'm gonna keep watching this here. This might swing back up from here. If it does swing back up, I might just come back in to mitigate my losses, and then just catch whatever I can catch on the way back up. All right, let's see. Okay, Kyle said there was news this morning. What was the news this morning, Kyle? Was it just the home sales? Actually, there's news at like 5. There's unemployment claims. This is like unusual because unemployment claims were actually good. I mean, it was better than expected, but it was positive. So for this one over here, I don't know if there was any other news. There was advanced GDP, there's unemployment claims, pending home sales. But this one doesn't come until 7. So I'll keep watching this to see where it goes. But once it reaches 7 o'clock, we'll start looking for some scalps to mitigate the losses. Steven, I'll talk to you later, Steven. Steven said this was past 9:30, so I thought this was an official one. There was a misunderstanding. No, we talked about this like an hour before the session, Steven. But it's all right, Steven. I mean, if you took a loss, that's fine. But you got to listen to me, Steven. Next time, I mean, I've been trying to help you for like the past couple of months, bro. But every time I tell you something, you do the complete opposite. So I mean, I'll try to help you as much as I can. But like, if you guys are been in K2 for a while, you guys know Steven. We've been trying to help him for a while now. All right, let's see if we can find some scalps here to mitigate the losses for today. All right, so if that happens right there, it looks like our, let me see this over here. Looks like our bias might be for a sell. So I'm gonna mark this up from here. I'm going to mark up the 10 o'clock right there. So we're going to see what happens from this point. So this was the opening candle over here for 6:30. Generally, after this opening candle, one of two things will happen. Price will either come back to where it was originally up here, or it will continue dropping from where it currently is. So once we get that bias to see where price is going, then we will try to figure out, you know, which direction we'll be scalping from. Yeah, Masood said data was positive, but do not understand why it would go down. Yeah, same here. You know, we analyzed it before we took a trade. It was all positive. So like before this candle right here, it was bullish, right? We had a bullish bias right here off that. Also for the 3-minute, it had a bullish bias as well at 6:30 over here. So it was all bullish, like bullish up there, bullish for the 3-minute, and then for our 1-minute entry over here, it actually opened bullish right here off the first candle, but then it came all the way back down. Yeah, for this one right here. Like it was super bullish on open, but then it came all the way back down. So I'm not sure what caused the drop there. I mean, everything looked bullish. I mean, I even looked at CNBC. All of the indexes right here, they're all bullish, right? It was like the Dow 30 is bullish, S&P is bullish, Nasdaq's bullish, but then it ended up reversing super hard right after this candle right here. I mean, I probably could have closed out like 1,000 profit, but I wasn't gonna just close out because the previous days were like straight to profit. So that's why yeah, no, Kyle, the data was positive overall. Just because it was red doesn't mean that it was negative data. Like it was, so last month it was, we had unemployment claims of 566,000, right? It was still less. It was still 553,000. So overall, the data is still positive because it's showing that the U.S. economy is doing better. So if the U.S. economy is doing better, you'd expect the stock market to go up. You'd expect the dollar to go up and stuff like that, that are related to the dollar. Just because it's negative there, because I only know this because we follow news like from, where do we follow news? Like last week, it was negative right there, but US 30 came like soaring up because overall it was positive. So this is only for people that are like identifying it. Yeah, no, same with like what Masood said. Yeah, CNBC said that it was positive as well. It was positive all around. It was just a random spike down for see, look at US 30 now. It's probably gonna swing back up right here. It was just a random spike down. It was probably just a big short order. Like probably so many people thought that it was gonna go up that they just spike price down temporarily for that initial candle. See what happens from here. All right, we're watching this over here. So I'm going to see where it goes from this point. If it continues dropping from this point, then obviously our bias is going to be for a sell. We'll be looking for some sell scalps here. Otherwise, we will be waiting for it to swing back up. Because like I mentioned, after this opening candle, price will either go back to where it originally was, which is right here, or it'll keep dropping. And then from that point, we'll be taking some sells from there. See what else we got over here. Stevens AB said, look on the 4-hour positive possible drop from there. So let's go to 4-hour real quick. US 30. Looking at this over here. Yeah, and also that news right there, Kyle, that news happened like an hour ago, bro. It happened at 5:30. So it wasn't enough to affect the market right now. All these claims happened like a long time ago. So this wouldn't directly affect it unless it was like a late reaction to the market. But yeah, MSAB, I'm looking at the 4-hour right now. Yeah, possible drop. Looks like it's starting to establish lower lows right here from this point. And then again down here as well. So we'll see what happens from this point. I don't think it's going to drop that heavily, but we'll see. It's been establishing lower lows. So like right there is establishing lower lows. Also, it is in a downward channel right here. Yeah, so possible drop. It'll probably reject off that resistance right there and come back down further. So I think that's what you're looking at, right, Ms. AB? For a possible drop there. But we'll see. We're not really, we don't really trade on the higher time frame. We usually scalp, so these higher time frames don't really matter to us very much because we trade both ways. But we'll see how this ends up moving from this point here. So let's go back to the 1 minute real quick. And there goes the 1 minute back up. So it was just a random spike down. It was up, came back down, and then now it's swinging back up. So we'll see where this goes from here. I don't think I'm going to take any trades off it yet. Maybe if it swings back above the pivots, then I'll start to hop back in for some possible buys. But it's coming right back up to where it was originally. There you go. So there's that following candle right there. And it is going back up to where we thought, right? It was just bad luck off that opening candle right there. So it's swinging back up right now. Let's see. Was that an all-time high, Jeff? I don't know. Let me check. No, it wasn't. Yeah, because Jeff said because all-time highs and profit takers. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously people were selling off. That's why that big drop happened. But here it comes recovering back up to where it was originally. Let's see what else we got over. So a lot of you guys did make profit off that trade that I called. So yeah, CC over here locked in a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 actually. He made 500, 700, 800, about 900, 1,000. So he made about 1,000 off. Yeah, 1,128 in 10 minutes. So he took that trade there. So some people did lock in some pretty good profits off this over here. See what else we got here. Trell over here. Yeah, West took the loss with me. So it's all good. Magneto over here. Trell, he locked in about 1,230. So some people did lock in some profit off that. Whoever closed out early. It's why I was saying, if you guys know what you're doing with that move there, obviously I take the riskier move and I try to go for that full move up. But some of you guys here closed out early. So Trell closed out with some profit here for about 1,020. Let's see what else everyone locked in here. So Trell locked in about 1,020 right there. C-Soup locked in about 1,128. So if you guys weren't willing to take that risk and wanted to close out in profit already, you would have closed out in profit and made some money off that. Angela over here as well, she made 243. Steve made about 3,000 total for the day. He locked in about 1,000, a little over 1,000 as well. So it looks like a lot of you guys, if you guys caught it as it shot up when I was watching it, then you guys could have locked in some profit there. Overall, we'll see. When you made some profit today too, you made about 600 off US 30, and you also made another 140. So you're getting close to 1,000 profit for the day if you didn't suffer the loss. That's why I was telling you not to take the trade, because I did see that you had profit from this morning. Yeah, a lot of people here did lock in profit. So this is just from today. You can see the timestamp from today. Isai over here locked in $23. Alan locked in 1,048. Ken over here locked in 1,042. Angela locked in 509 off that account. Steven locked in 665. Another 140 off the other account or the other trade. Sisuk over here locked in about 700. And then Steven, obviously I went over these already. So for you guys who did follow the trade and knew what we were doing, a lot of you guys did close out profit. And here we go with US 30 swinging back up. It's all right. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you have a black swan event like that where price will just, it'll just go complete opposite. Let's see how far it dropped from this point. So it dropped over 1,000 pips within 15 minutes, right? That's not normal for US 30, especially right now. The market's moving kind of slow. So right here, you guys can see it moved 1,090 pips. If you guys followed our moves from yesterday, so let's see, that's from today. And then looking at the one from yesterday, it doesn't move like 1,000 pips like that normally. It usually only moves like about 500 pips. That's why our TP stop loss is a lot tighter. So like, for example, right here, yesterday at 6 o'clock, or is it? Yeah, 6 o'clock right here. It dropped less than that, right? It dropped, the body of the candle was dropped around 700 pips. It wicked down to about 900, but it didn't drop a full like over 1,000 pips within such a short span. This is like how movements were when Trump was president. When Biden became president, it didn't really move like this. That's why we had our TP stop loss a little bit tighter at 500 pips. But it's all good. We're gonna move on for some scalps here. We're just waiting for the confirmation. As you can see right here, we're waiting for the bias to be established. So in order to establish the bias, we need to figure out whether price is gonna swing back up to where it originally was, or if it's gonna continue dropping from here. So we'll give it a few minutes, probably till like 7:30, and then once it reaches maybe 7 to 7:30, we can start looking for some scalps in that direction. So let's see what else we got over here. Yeah, the market is moving kind of crazy right now. So a lot of people are messaging me like, hey, the volatility off this is like kind of crazy right now. Yeah, it's above average volatility right now for US 30. So let's see. All right, it's coming back down. So we just got to wait for this confirmation. Yeah, exactly, Nick. It's probably going to move sideways for a bit until it confirms its direction. We just gotta wait for it to confirm, because we don't want to enter scalps right now if it's just going sideways, obviously, right? We want to wait for it to confirm, because the thing is, if it comes down, that's fine. We'll take some sell scalps. If it goes up, that's fine too. We'll take some buy scalps. We just want that confirmation before we hop into these trades here, because obviously right here looks like it's going to be coming down, right? So we'll see where this moves from this point. Let me see how much it's spiked up from here. Yeah, so if you guys took these buy scalps right here, these actually would have hit TP. So if you guys are using the snipe strategy, I'll just put the requirements here. This is the K2 snipe strategy. 1, confirm wick rejection off K2 pivot. 2, confirm wick rejection off K2 SR zone. 3, confirm wick rejection off K2 pivot. Does not touch candle body. And then lastly, confirm direction of momentum using K2 momentum indicator. So yeah, looking at this right here, if you took these buy scalps over here, so you could have taken either of these over here or this one right here. If you took any of these trades right here, it looks like they all would have hit TP right there, 50 pips. So the thing is, if momentum swings the other direction, so if momentum swings the other direction over here, well, we wouldn't have taken this opening candle, but if you took these over here, these also would have hit too. So this one over here, this other green candle, this one would have hit as well right there, depending on which direction it was going, but we wouldn't have taken that. But just looking forward here, if we get a sell signal at this point, then it'll be fine, because then we can catch the scalps in this direction down here, because we'll have a rejection off this point over here. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that confirmation for it to identify the direction of price. And then from there, we can start looking for some possible entries. I think some of you guys did take some trades here, because we did have some wins overnight. Let's see. Yeah, some of you guys here who traded overnight, you guys locked in some profit off that as well. Like I think Alan over here, Alan took some buys for US 30. So he made about a couple, let's see, he had one win here for 600, another win for 573. Looking at that right there, there's a bunch of buys that were available right here as price came around. So if you took any of these right here, full TP off that, and then again right here, full TP off this, if you traded during a London session, obviously. So we'll be waiting for this entry here. I'll leave these requirements right there. We'll go back to the 3-minute strategy over here as well. We would still have to wait. We're waiting for a direction to be set. Yeah, a lot of you guys mentioned gold, so I'll take a look at gold right now since we're waiting on this. Let's see. So gold's starting to drop right here. I'll analyze it again. I'll reanalyze it from scratch to see where price is going. This is probably because the dollar is strong, huh? I'll go to the dollar real quick. Yeah, dollar had a spike up right now. So with that spike up, it's causing gold to drop. I mean, overall it's still down, but just with that spike up right there, gold is continuing to drop from this point. So let's see. Let's mark up these zones real quick. So we got a zone right there. We got a zone right there. A zone right there. Zone down here. And then another zone down here. All right, so looking at this here, we have our zones drawn up. You know, I need to get a higher zone as well, because we need to see where, there we go. Actually, there's a lot of zones in this area. Back to the 4-hour. So looking at this right here, I'll turn on the momentum indicator. We have a sell momentum right here. I probably wouldn't enter the sell yet, because there's a lot of zones right here, right? So like at this point, we have a rejection from this point. We do have a pending sell. So if this sell right here closes in the next 3 hours, then our bias is going to change from a buy to a sell here because it rejected off this resistance, came back down. And then at this point right here, we have a sell signal, right? So if we have a sell signal right here, like me personally, I don't want it to close farther down here before I take an entry because I want that confirmation that the sell is actually going to keep pushing, right? Because the problem with you entering a sell right here is that price can easily bounce from this area right here, or it can go down a little further, bounce off here, or even worse, if it comes down to this point right here, there's a bunch of zones within this area. So price can bounce from here, bounce from here, bounce from here, bounce from here, like anywhere within this area. So I wouldn't really want to risk it, right? I would want price to come down here, close below the zone. And then once it closes below the zone, then I would take a sell. And then I would write it down here risk-free, right? For about 160 pips. I know you probably miss out a lot of profit right here, but that's where it becomes risky. And if you want to take the risk, I mean, you're more than welcome, but I don't think the dollar is going to hold up for that long. Unless there's something else, you know, obviously there was US news this morning. So like, even though the US news was negative, you know, like you were saying earlier, Kyle, even though the US news was negative, right? Why is the dollar strong if that's the case? That's what I'm saying. Like, the news doesn't necessarily affect it. It doesn't affect it just because it's temporarily weak, right? With the news here, the overall like strength of the dollar is strong because the numbers are positive for it, like the unemployment claims. When unemployment goes, when it's less than what it was last month, it increases the strength of the US dollar, right? So even though the news was negative here, just because it's red doesn't mean the US dollar is weak. You can see it's red right here. What happened with the US dollar? It's strong. And it's been strong since this morning. This big spike up happened because of the news, because the news happened at 5:30. At 6 o'clock, in between 5 and 6, this big spike up right here. So that's how fundamentals work. Just because the short-term aspect of it is weak doesn't mean that the dollar is going to be weak overall, because the news overall is strong. So, you know, that's just a quick explanation to how I analyze news and fundamentals. I don't go off this color right here. If it's just red, that doesn't mean anything to me, because overall, you want to see where the dollar is going to be going. So that's why gold over here is pushing down. Because if you guys are familiar with like how fundamentals work, when price is going down, that means that the second currency is stronger than the first currency. Vice versa, when price is going up, that means that the first currency is stronger than the second currency, right? So looking at the DXY over here, the dollar is strong. So with that said, that's why price is going down right here, because the dollar is strong, and going off these fundamentals right here, you know, it'll continue to drop, but we don't know how long it's going to drop for. So that's, you know, that's pretty much what I see right here for gold, but I don't know how long this is going to hold up for. So we'll see. I mean, if you guys want to trade gold, I would keep an eye on the DXY. If it keeps pushing up, then yeah, you can keep holding on to your sells. But if it starts to come back down, which is what's probably going to happen, you know, this is a temporary push up. Probably by tomorrow, by the end of the week, or maybe even next week, it'll come right back down. Because you can see right here, price will swing up, but then it comes all the way back down, right? Because the dollar's not going to be strong, especially because of COVID and stuff. Until COVID's like completely been resolved, then you can expect the dollar to you know, experience some recovery. But right now, we're still in a downwards trend for the dollar index right here, right? It's been weak. Like, the dollar's been weak since March. So from March 30th, it's just been in a downward spiral since then over here. So let me go back to US 30 real quick. There we go. So US 30 is still dropping. Let's see where these scalps are coming from. All right, so we're gonna start looking for some sell scalps right here. There was one that was available right here, but we didn't take it. Yeah, that would have been a full TP right there already. So we'll start looking for some sell scalp. Our bias here is going to be for a sell today for US 30, which is completely fine. So we'll be looking for some sells here. This is a daily entry over here, but we're not going to take it because we weren't sure that price is going to move in that direction just yet. So looking at this over here, this would be the daily entry. So for you guys here who understand the strategy for the daily entry, this is the daily entry right here. I didn't call it, obviously, because I wasn't sure if it was going to come back, if it was going to keep pushing down, or if it was going to swing back up. But it's fine, because now that we see this dropping at this point, we can start looking for some scalps in that direction. There's another scalp here for the 3-minute. So if I caught this 3-minute scalp right here, it looks like a full TP right there. Yeah. So for you guys here who know the strategies here that we're applying, there's a lot of entries that just appeared right here. Even though it came up, I wouldn't have entered them myself, because we're still waiting for that confirmation. Now that we do have the somewhat confirmation that price is going to be dropping, we're going to be looking for some sells here now. So here, remember how I was mentioning that if we got that rejection right here and that sell signal, it'd be an entry for a sell. So if you guys are watching this live stream for the past, I don't know how many minutes now, we had this marked up already. We were just waiting for that signal close. So technically this right here would be running. If you guys did take this entry off this point, we had a wick rejection off the pivot, wick rejection off the zone. We made sure that the pivot wasn't touching the body. And then confirming the direction of momentum right here, we had a sell signal. So from that point, you could have taken the sell right here for this. All right, looks like I'm back on here. So yeah, we're watching this right here. Let me see if we could find another scalp here. So I'm going to be following the 1 minute here. I'm going to turn on my alerts for US 30. All right, I got it all set up right here. So I got my alerts set up now for US 30. Looks like we're going to be looking for some sells now. So there's that 10-minute entry that I was just talking about earlier, guys. It's about to hit full TP right there for 500 pips. That one's about to drop. The daily entry right here is about to drop as well. This wouldn't, I mean, it would qualify as an entry, but obviously we didn't take it. If you guys are familiar with the daily entry right here, I'll just put the requirements here. This is a K2 US 30 daily entry. So first, look for entries after New York Stock Exchange open, which is going to be 6:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. 2, confirm or identify valid K2 momentum signal. And then lastly, you can enter on the open following candle. So yeah, looking at this right here, this would have been the entry, right? Because we looked for entries after 6:30, which would be right here. This is the first valid K2 momentum signal. So you would have entered on the open of the falling candle, which would have been right there. Obviously, we didn't take this trade because we weren't sure about the direction of price yet. But for you guys here who are applying the strategy on your own, which there's many of you guys, this would have been the entry for you guys. So we'll watch it. I mean, I'm not taking this trade either. I'm not taking this. I'm also not taking this one over here, the snipe strategy. And I'm not taking this 3-minute pivot strategy over here as well. So I'll put the requirements for this as well here. So this is going to be the K2 3-minute pivot strategy, or K2 US 30 pivot strategy. So for this, you just want to confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. 2A, confirm price or confirm signal is breaking and closing past K2 pivot 3 and 4, or 2B, confirm signal is below K2 pivots for a sell or above for a buy. So looking at this here, if you guys have been following K2 for a while, if you guys know this strategy, basically for this right here, this would have been the entry because we had a valid K2 sell signal right here. It was below the pivots for a 2B entry. And then from there, that would have been a full TP right there. So I didn't take that trade either, but now we're going to be looking for some following entries now that we have a bias for a sell here. Since price is going to be coming down from this point, we'll be looking for some sells. So back here on the 1 minute, no entries off here. We need a retracement off this point. So we need it to retrace up a little bit, and then we catch it as it swings back down. All right, so we got a signal here on the 1 minute. That's perfect. So we got an opposite signal. We're just waiting for this to swing back up now. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, I'll take a look at GJ a little later, Peter, once we have some downtime. We're gonna be focused on these scalps right now, but we'll I'll definitely come back and take a look at that in a little bit. So let me see this real quick. take some trades last night? Yeah, I did. All right, cool. So we should be good right here. We want this to close with that buy, so that when we catch the sell as it comes back down, we can write it back down. So let's see, we got this coming up right there. You see this over here, and this would be the daily entry over here. I'm not going to leave this on here. I'm just going to actually, it doesn't matter. We just leave it on there because I can use this to identify the direction. I have two 10-minute charts that are open for US 30, one for the direction and then one for the daily entry. So looking at this here, this is fine. We're just waiting for it to come back down off this move right here. And just another reminder, if you guys are brand new here, for this move right here as well, for the scalp, we don't put a TP stop loss. We just we watch it, and then we try to catch only 10 pip or 100 pips off this move here. So once we get a sell signal, then yeah, we're going to start looking for it. We got about 5 seconds left on this candle. I'm going to see where it closes. If it closes with the sell signal, I'm going to hop in. All right, this next one over here, as it comes down right here, if this closes, if you guys are familiar with this 1 minute scalp strategy, we hop in right away. And then once it reaches TP, we just close out automatically. We don't set a TP because sometimes the TPs are different from TradingView and whichever broker you're using. And if your TP is too close, it might close you out in an area where you don't want it to close you out. So let's see, I'll be watching this right here for a possible sell. We got about 20 seconds left on this candle. Let's see. We got 15 seconds left on this candle. We got about 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm in the trade right now, guys, for this sell right here. Once it reaches TP, I'm going to close out and profit. Oh, my freaking MT4 froze. It's fine. Let me get back into this. Hide all. Sorry, guys. My MT4 froze up on me to execute my trade. All right, so I'm in it now with you guys. All right, just following it to see where it goes from here. Yeah, my MC4 is like hanging on me. I don't even know if it executed my trade. I tried to re-enter it again a second time, but I don't know if it entered it for me. It still shows pending order or working. Yeah, US 30 is like it's really volatile this morning. So I'm holding it right now. Currently in it, but I got in at a better price because I got in late. So we'll be watching it right here. Yeah, for this here, I'm using this as a tester. So I took a smaller lot size just to see if the market is actually moving smoothly. And then we're going to, if the market starts to hit back to back, then yeah, we're going to start using normal lot sizes back for these 1 minute scalps. So I'm currently just watching it. Like I mentioned, I don't put a TP stop loss. I'm just manually watching it so that I can enter and exit the trade on my own. Let's see. All right, let's go. I wonder what's causing the price to move like this today. I don't really see, like, a lot of the news that came out today was like home sales, unemployment claims. They weren't stuff that directly, I mean, obviously it's going to affect US 30 one way or another, but it wasn't necessarily like something that directly affected it. So not sure if it was because of not Trump, Biden. I don't know what Biden said yesterday. I don't watch his press conference, but I need to get an update to see what he talked about yesterday, to see if it's something that, obviously would affect the market later. Because it happens sometimes. Like sometimes Biden will say something like, if you guys saw last week, he mentioned about that tax he wanted to put on cryptocurrency profits and capital gains. Like when he announced that, the price of a US 30 like spiked down, but then it had a late reaction also the following day. So I need to figure out what he mentioned yesterday. I'm gonna look after I'm done with this trade. I don't like leaving my trade just running. I'm just watching it as it moves along so that we can catch it. So let's see. It's not very volatile now. It was volatile for like a second, then it just died down. All right, so moving back in profit. There we go. There's probably gonna be another 1 minute scalp here as well if anyone wants to hop in late. If this candle here closes with the sell signal. There we go. We got about 30 seconds left on this candle right here. See where it drops to. It'll just reinforce our move if it closes below. So I'm in profit about 1,000 right now. I'm about to close out soon. Once it reaches TP, man, look at this. The market is like all over the place today. It's really moving back and forth. Usually it's pretty smooth and directional, but today it's just, all right, I'm out in profit. So I made about 1,300 off that trade. Close out your profit and close out your trade and profit, guys, if you want. This position is still running right here. But, oh no, they both hit TP already. So 2 TPs right there. If you guys hit both of them, if you guys took this one and this one, they both hit TP for 200 pips each. I'll just give you guys an update for this over here. I'll give you guys an update here. I'm going to put down the loss for the small loss for our K² US 30 breakout strategy this morning for negative 500 pips. But smooth recovery from 1 minute scalp for. So we're just recouping the losses from this morning, guys. So like right here, we just have one. We just have it there. I'm just gonna give you guys an update because we need to document all these losses and wins so that we can work on the strategy that we're applying for that breakout. Because we just want to document everything, obviously, right? To make sure how everything's going. So that's good right there. Another one right there. So I'm just documenting everything here, and I'll share it with you guys so that you guys can follow along with it as well. So we got that there. So we're going to keep getting more. We're going to keep scalping as we continue to go here. Like I mentioned, guys, if you guys use proper risk, you guys should be completely fine. You shouldn't be too worried about your positions, especially with that first one. If you're doing like maybe a small little risk off that. So like Jeff over here locking 1,414. Nice work, Jeff. So Jeff took a win off that scalp right there that we took. Wes said this last trade entered so late, made 20 bucks, at least not a loss. Yeah, definitely. Jelon over here as well. He suffered a small loss off the breakout. Looks like he kind of stacked it. Yeah, you kind of went kind of heavy on that, huh, Jelon, which is fine. So he took a small loss off that, but then he recouped some of his losses off these scalps right here. he made about 303 off that scalp right there. So we're slowly recouping the losses, guys. Like even though you have that one loss in the morning, it's fine because the rest of the trades are generally going to be wins. So as long as you guys follow through with it, you guys should be able to recoup those losses rather quickly, as long as you're using proper risk. So that's it with that one scalp right there. We're now going to look for the next one. Looking at this right here, this is the 10-minute scalp that I was just marking up for you guys earlier, right? So that snipe entry right there, full TP for 500 pips. So if you took that, you already would have recouped your losses from this morning's small breakout loss. So this would have been a win right here. If you guys are taking the daily entry right here, 750, which is halfway mark, is going to be right here. Looks like you would have been in profit nearly 750 pips already. So if you took all these trades here, meaning you guys have the indicators and you guys are applying the strategy yourself, then you should be back in the positive already from that small loss this morning. That's why I always recommend that you guys use proper risk, because if you guys use proper risk, this is 750 pips right here. This is 500 pips right here. This is another 300 pips right here, or 250 pips if you're doing 25. So if you did that right there, if you do the math here and you guys understand the strategy and you guys do it yourself, we first lost 500 pips, so negative 500. If you were taking the daily entry over here, applying it yourself, that would have been another 750 right there. Obviously, I didn't take the trade, so I'm not counting these trades. I'm just showing you guys what your profit potential would have been this morning if you apply the strategy using the different strategies that we apply here. So again, right there, that's another 500 pips. Again, right here, if you took this one, that's like another 250 pips, because people here in the group, they trade all the strategies. Like, even though I don't trade them all, some people here trade like every single strategy. And then again, right here on the 1 minute, there was like 2 possible wins there. So if you took every possible entry this morning, you would have had a small loss in the beginning, but then you would have recouped all those losses and would have been in the positive right now. So if you guys want access to the indicators so that you guys can apply it yourself, just go on the website over here, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course, and then you guys can lock that in yourself. Let's see, everyone over here did pretty well. So there's a couple other people here that did take some trades. So Alan over here, he locked in. So he took trades on his own too. He took gold using the strategy himself, because these strategies do work on different assets. They're not just US 30. So Alan over here, he scalped it up. He made about a 982 off that first scalp, 1,000 off the other scalp that we took. And then these other cells right here, he took both of the cells that I showed you. So right here off the 1 minute, I showed you that there was one right here. And then there's one right here, right? So there's 2 scalps right there. Alan took both of them. So he made 982 off the first one, 781 off the second one. And you can see that these are all within a few minutes, right? So he took the first one at 1700 hours. Again, 15 minutes later, he took all these trades right here. So nice work, Alan, amongst those wins right there. Let's see if there's anything else that that anyone's sending over to me. So let's see. Steven, what'd you make, Steven? Did you, so Steven made about $100 off that trade too. So nice work off that, Steven. So these are the trades that I'm telling you to take, Steven. Don't take the risky ones. Take the ones that are on point with this here. Steven said, fuck US 30, EU paid with 15 pips. So Steven over here, like I mentioned, he has the indicators. So he did it himself, right? He took a loss off US 30 right there, the morning trade, but then he took his own trade off Euro USD, and he made 3,079. So for the day, he's in profit 1,470. So this is why it's important that you guys actually understand the strategies that we're applying here, so that you guys can lock in strategies yourself. I mean, lock in wins yourself to pretty much cover, any of these losses that we suffer, even though we only suffer a few losses a week, maybe not even any. Like last week, we had no losses. This is probably our first loss in 2 weeks. But looking at, let's see, Javier over here, he has a small account. He's been scalping US 30 this morning. He locked in about $50 this morning. So nice work off that too, Javier. So everyone's doing pretty good here. So we're going to be looking for that next entry over here. Let's see what we got next. We don't have one right now, but we are looking for the next scalp entry over here. So, just a reminder, if you guys want to learn the strategy, it's available to you. You guys can learn just like everyone else. If not, it's completely fine. You guys are welcome to sit in on these live sessions and just copy the trades as we go. But like I mentioned, if you guys want to maximize your profit potential, then you obviously need to understand what we're doing here so that you guys can apply this yourself and make your own profit. Because I only take a few trades a day because I'm very I'm very assertive with my risk. So I don't like to take too many trades that are too risky. I generally like to take trades that I know we're going to win. So this morning, I thought that morning trade was going to win. Unfortunately, it didn't. Happen sometimes. But these scalps over here did win. So we did recoup maybe about half of our losses from that previous trade. So we're moving on to the next one here. Let's see what we got coming up next. We got a buy signal right here. So we're looking for the next sell after this buy signal for us to hop back in. So there it goes. It would hit TP1 right here off the daily entry. And then again, over here off the snipe entry, another win right there. We'll look for another one as we continue. So I'll just delete that because that's already done with. Let me see if there's any other zones around this area for possible entries. So let's see, we got this down here and this connects up to here. Actually connects up to there. And again, down here. All right, so we'll look for some more snipe entries as we see any here off the 10-minute. I don't see any right now. So we're gonna move over to the 3-minute over here. There's no entries off the 3-minute here because we need an opposite signal, which we don't have right now. So we'll go back to the 1-minute over here, see if we could find a possible 1-minute scalp. But there just isn't one that's available right now. So we're waiting for it. Yeah, we have nothing on the 10-minute, nothing on the 3-minute. Now we're looking on the 1-minute to see if we can find one off this candle right here. So let's see. Nice, Steven. Yeah, no, definitely, Steven. Yeah, I know you can afford the challenge, Steven, but I don't want you to keep throwing away money on a challenge, right? Like I want you to actually pass. So, I mean, I know money's probably not an issue for you, Steven, but I want you to actually understand what we're doing here, right? Because I know you're a gambler and you like to you like you like the you like to take like super like risky trades. So, I mean, yeah, if you're okay with the risk, then go ahead, Steven. But me personally, I'm just trying to help you pass your FTMO and not have you need to get another challenge. So I mean, it's cool, Steven. That's why I don't really bother if you do take the trades or not, the ones that I told you not to. But it's more so for your own good, so that you don't take these super risky trades. Anyways, back to here on the 1-minute. We're waiting for this sell signal to appear right here. If it closes, and we'll take this for another scalp. We got about 40 seconds left on this candle over here. Yeah, Steven, I'm just looking out for you, bro. Like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to lecture you about about money management, but yeah, no, I know you're definitely learning from your mistakes. You've come a long way from last year, right? So like when you first joined K2, you were just copying signals, but now you're actually learning how to trade, which is good. That's what I was trying to do for you. Um, as we've been teaching you over the past couple of months now. Universe said, I don't know where to get these indicators. If you want to get the indicators, just go on the website, k2trades.com right here. k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course, and that's how you'll get access to it. So going back to the 1-minute over here, we're still looking for the scalp. Vadim, I just saw your message. Yeah, I'll give you your access right now. Give me 1 second. After this scalp here, if this closes, then I'll give you your access to the indicators. Or if I can't give it to you right now, I'll give it to you right after this session. We'll see how long this session is running for. So we got about 30 seconds left on this candle right here. If this candle closes, we'll enter it for another scalp. We got about 20 seconds left on here. All right, 20 seconds. All right, we got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. No signal. All right, so no signal off that right there. Let me check the message real quick. All right, Vadim, I'll unlock your access right now. So we got about 40 seconds left on this. Let's move this over here. All right, we got this pending. So let me just go back to my T4. We got about 10 seconds on this right now. So I'm gonna wait to see if this closes. If it closes right here, then we can take it, but it doesn't look like it's going to. All right. Okay, so it's an invalid signal. At this point right here, if you guys have been following me for the past 2 years now, whenever we get an invalid signal like this is going to show uncertainty in the market, right? So I'm not going to take any trades now for this time. I'm going to wait for the market to smoothen out. Right now we got a false signal, so I'm going to wait for it to swing up, swing back down. And then once it confirms that it's going to continue pushing down, then we'll start looking for some more scalps. So at this time, I can probably answer some questions. I'll look at GJ for you. I think, Peter, did you ask for it? Some of you guys did ask for it over there. I forgot who asked about GJ earlier, but I'll look at GJ. I think it was you, Peter, right? Let me scroll up real quick. Yeah, honest. Oh yeah, it was Peter. Yeah, okay. So yeah, GJ. So I'll take a look at those right now. Vadim, I'll update your access to the K2 indicators right now so that you can apply these strategies on your own. Let's see. And then you should be good. Yeah, I'm starting to drop right now. And this market's so weird. So yeah, if we did take that invalid signal right there, it would have hit TP. But this is what I'm saying. Like the market is so it's uncertain right now. So if you guys did take that invalid signal, it would have hit TP. But like I mentioned, there's too much uncertainty in the market, right? I wouldn't want to take it because price just bounced around like way too much. So let me make sure this is all set up over here. All right, Vadim, you're good to go. So if you just log in, log out of your trading view, and then you'll have access to the K2 indicators on your end. Where'd you message me from? Oh, there you go. Yeah, no problem, Vadim. Enjoy, bro. once you get the strategies down, you'll be good, and then you can start, making a lot of profit like everyone else here. So let me just look over real quick. So Peter wanted me to take a look at GJ. I'm gonna take a break from US 30 right now because it is moving kind of unusual. You can see right here we had an invalid signal. It dropped down, and then it spiked all the way back up, right? So we're gonna wait for price to stabilize right now. Once price is stabilized, then we'll start looking for some possible entries. But right now it's just bouncing around way too much for me to really want to take any entries off this point. So I'll take a look at GJ real quick. So let's go over to GJ right here. So this is the GJ that we took earlier. It already hit full TP right there for 50 pips. I'll reanalyze this from scratch so that we can see how everything here is moving. So let me go ahead and turn off all the indicators. Zoom out from this point. Here's a naked chart. The first thing we're going to do is identify market structure. In order to identify market structure, we're going to turn on the K2SR indicator right here. And then from this point over here, I'm going to draw my zones. So I'm going to draw a zone up here. I'm going to draw a zone right here. When the zones overlap, we just create one big zone. So we got one big zone right there. We got another one. Actually, the zone right here connects down here. So one big zone right there. For this one over here, this is one right there. And then a one down here. So these overlap, it's one big zone. Again, down here. Yeah, Jalon, me too, bro. Jalon said, got an odd feeling US 30 about to swing the other way. Yeah, that's why I'm going to hold off on it right now before I enter any new trades. Because US 30 is moving kind of odd today. Yesterday was super smooth. The 2 days before that were super odd. Today's odd as well. All right, so once I draw market structure here for GJ, I'm going to turn this off. I'll zoom back out, and then you guys can see that we have perfectly drawn zones, right? So if you guys have trouble drawing zones, these K2 indicators will make things a whole lot easier, and it takes out the guesswork because it does it for you. So looking at this right here, you can see like we can start our areas from here. So if you have these zones here, you can see that price pretty much bounces from this area. So from right here, from February 12th this year up until February 22nd. So this area right here, you can see it was bullish, right? That's market structure from February 12th up until February 22nd. From this point over here, we can chop this up right here. You can see from here, price broke into the zone on February 22nd. So from February 22nd, you can pretty much just close, you can delete that and delete that right there. And just looking at that from there, you have perfectly drawn zones, right? Price came up, retested right here. So from February 22nd to March 5th, it was a bullish move, right? And I'm just showing you this as an example so that you guys understand what I mean by market structure. Because if you guys cut up these market structures, you can pretty much catch price whenever it breaks, right? It broke structure right there. If you took a buy, full TP, right? You turn on the momentum indicator, you got like a full setup right there. You got a breaking close past structure. You got a buy signal right there. Perfect entry, right? You take that right there, boom, full TP. Again, same situation here. Price broke structure. You had a buy signal right there. You enter a long position, take that right there, another full TP for 226 pips. So this is how everyone in K2 like locks in a ton of profits. Doesn't matter if you're trading Forex, doesn't matter if you're trading US 30. We have a strategy for everything. But anyways, looking at GJ over here, this one, so let me check this out over here real quick. Let me scroll this over here. So looking at this over here, this is GJ, like I was mentioning. We're going to go ahead and mark this up over here. I'm going to mark up the market structure. So it looks like market structure from this point is probably going to be from this area over here up until where price currently is, right? Because you can see price pretty much, if you delete this right here, price pretty much broke into the zone right here, came down, consolidated a little bit, came back up for a retest, came back down, rejected off this point, and then shot back to where it was originally going. So looking at this here, looking at GJ, I'll look at the bias. So our bias right here is going to be a buy, obviously, because we have a buy signal right there. This is how we caught this signal over here, using the K2 SR strategy. So using the K2 SR zone strategy. So for one, you confirm a break and close past K2 SR zone. To confirm direction of momentum using K2 momentum indicator. And then after that, enter on the open of the following candle to next zone. That's pretty much it. That's how we caught that last trade over here for GJ. So if you guys followed my signal, when was it? My signal that I called, when did I call GJ? Okay, so GJ right here, I called it on April 27th. So 2 days ago, I called GJ right here for a buy. You can see the markup right there. So basically right here, we identified a breaking close past structure right here, right? So identify the breaking close past structure. That's requirement number one. Requirement number two, we confirm the direction of momentum. Right here, we have a buy signal. So from that point right there, we entered a long position right here for about like 50 pips, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. 50 pips. So that's how I came up with this entry right here. You guys can see this, the signal that I called right here. I use the same exact strategies for the signals that I teach you guys. So like right here, same entry right there. And that's the same one that hit full TP right over here, right? Same exact setup. See the setup right here. This is before it happened. And this is after we hit TP right there. So from that point, you enter the trade, let it run, full TP right there, right? It's as easy as that. What I teach here is very simple. The thing is, I've been trading for like 11 years, and I've learned pretty much every strategy you guys can think of. And what I did was I pulled out all the stuff here that that pretty much worked for me, and then I put them into these like simplified strategies. So basically, right here, looking at GJ, I wouldn't enter the trade right now because it's within the zone. So Peter, I'd wait for it to close above here. Once it closes above here, that's going to be another entry, right? Because it'll break and close past the structure. We got a buy signal right here so that you can pretty much ride this from here over to there for about 70 pips. for another win. If that becomes the case, you know, we have to wait for that confirmation though. So looking at this right here, that's where I would take the trade. Another thing that I would look at for a second confluence, I would look at the actual indexes. So I'd look at the BXY, which is the pound index, right over here, and I'll match it with the JXY, which is the yen index. So looking at this right here, you can see that the pound is very strong, right? It's very bullish. Looking at the yen index over here, it's very weak, right? It's bearish. So with that said, if this is going up and this is going down right here, then you could expect GJ to go up, right? Because, you know, if you follow basic fundamentals, like I mentioned earlier for gold, when price is going up, that means that the first currency is stronger than the second currency. For example, right here, the pound is stronger than the yen, right? Because it's going up and this is going down. So with that said, we could expect GJ to continue pushing up, but we want to wait for that confirmation over here before we take that trade. Because the last thing you want to do is enter a trade and it's like going to reverse on you at any point here. Like you come down from this point, or you can come down from this point. You come down from any point. That's why you want to wait for that confirmation to take that trade. But yeah, that's pretty much my analysis for GJ right there. What I would recommend is just to wait. It is Thursday, so the market's probably going to slow down, you know, by mid-session. So I would just be careful with it. I'd probably just wait until next week because we already made our profit off this. So I'm not necessarily looking to make any more profit off it. But if you're still in that trade, Peter, I think it's definitely going to keep pushing up. You know, obviously, just looking at the indexes right here, the pound is still going up and the yen is still going down. So we'll see where it goes. If they both go up, then we're probably going to see just consolidation for the rest of the day. And then we'll just see where it goes from there. So other than that, that's GJ. Let me go back to US 30 real quick, see if there's anything else that's happened since we've looked away. Nothing really yet. It's still pushing down from this point off US 30. The daily entry right here looks like it's about to hit full TP for 1,500 pips for whoever took it. And then again, same over here. Yeah, it's right at support right now, Jalon, off this 10-minute support right here. So we'll see what happens from this point. But yeah, we'll try to catch some trades. I mean, some more trades as we continue on. So let me just check the chat out real quick. And then let's see what else we're looking at over here. University, you guys are making 8K bucks daily, but still selling indicators $50. The indicator isn't $50, Universe. And if you don't want it, you don't have to use it, bro. Like, you know, you can have the blueprint right in front of you, but it doesn't matter if, you know, if you're stubborn and you think you know everything, then, I mean, you don't have to use it, bro. We can keep making profits and you keep watching us, but you're not forced to come join us, right? So, yeah, I mean, so it's whatever. And the whole thing with this is that we're trying to I'm trying to close off the new signups anyway. So I mean, it's all good. If you don't want to use the indicator, that's cool. Because whoever's using the indicator now, you guys will continue to have access for it. But other people who want to join later, you know, because if you guys have been following me for like the past 2 years now, we're moving towards the prop firm stage, and we're not talking about like FTMO. We're talking about like an actual prop firm where we're just keeping our strategies within the K2 members. So basically, you know, right now I'm teaching you guys, I'm mentoring people. But if you guys have been following us, sorry, my dog's barking. Yeah. So if you guys have been following me for the past, sorry guys, how are they barking at? Yeah, if you guys have been following me for the past 2 years now, basically, you know, I started off giving out free information. I mean, I still give free information now. I still teach you guys and mentor you guys free daily. Yeah, I still mentor you guys pretty much daily, you know, answering these questions. Like you guys don't even have to be in the premium. Like here, anyone who asks a question in the YouTube channel, I answer your question. I'll analyze anything for you guys. But, you know, it's gotten to a point where, you know, a lot of the K2 members have been making a lot more profit than even myself. So I want to focus more on my trading because I'm too busy mentoring people. So as you guys can see, I don't do mentoring sessions anymore with individual members. We do group mentoring, or we're moving towards group mentoring. And following that, we're going to move towards making K2 more of a prop firm, like a professional prop firm where I provide the capital to the K2 traders, and whoever is like the best, you know, the elite traders within K2, they'll be trading the K2 capital to, you know, continue to grow their fund. And, you know, obviously they're going to get a better payout than they would get from FTM anyways, because it's not going to be open to the public. Like whoever wants to trade for K2, they're going to be vetted. And you guys have to know all the K2 strategies, like front and back, because obviously there's real money involved, and, you know, it's going to be my money. So obviously, you know, that's going to be the move. Because obviously, if you guys have been following this here, if you look at the saved messages here, You know, I have the dates for like all the trades here. And as you guys can see, everyone here is locking in a ton of profit. Like every day someone's locking in at least a couple $1,000, right? So what better move for me to do than to just provide you guys capital to trade, and I'll give you guys a better split obviously than FTMO provides. And you know, from that point, we just keep growing our accounts together. It just makes more sense, right? Because as you guys can see here, every single day I post profit. Like people are making a ton of profit with K2 every single day. And we want to keep this in-house because, you know, I'm not trying to give this to everybody, obviously. I was initially, but we get a bunch of trolls in this room and there's just like really no point in me trying to help out the trolls, right? Because people will come in here, they'll troll, they'll make profit with us, and then they'll just troll the room and bother us. So that's why we're trying to keep everything more in-house, and we want to go through with it. Alan said, dude, stop talking, just trade. We're looking for a trade here, Alan. Like, bro, you slow, bro, or what? We're looking for a sell signal here, right? There's no sell signal. So what do you want us to take? This dude's so dumb. This dude's so stupid, bro. He's like, dude, just trade, stop talking. We're looking for trades here, bro. There's no trades that are available. See, that's what I'm talking about. Another troll here. Like, I'm trying to explain to you guys what we're doing here, but we get like one person here who wants to troll. It's all good because we could just ban him and then he can't copy our trades anymore. So let's see. Yeah, see, and there he goes. Alan, no more free trades for you, bro. Congratulations, bro. You played yourself. So here we go. We're getting another scalp right here. And then we're going to catch that as it comes down. But yeah, guys, you know, like I was mentioning before, we're looking for a trade here, but we don't have anything available. That's why I'm here trying to explain to you guys what the whole plan is here for us to take these trades. But it's all good. I already we already booted Alan for being a dumbass, so no more free trades for him. And we'll move on to the next one over here. Nice. Steven locked in another scalp over here. Said another one. So he locked another scalp here. He locked in about 4,375. So nice work, Steven, off that. So as you guys can see, if you guys have the indicators, you guys can apply these trades yourself. But we're looking for a possible scalp here off of US 30. So let's see. Nice. Yeah, Shortstein said, hi, Shawn. Earlier, I only trade Forex pairs, but looking at how indices can be traded, I also started on my own. It made a ton of profit off of that. Yeah, no, definitely, Shortstein. I'm glad to see that you moved over to indices because you've been with us for a while too. I know you used to trade mainly Forex. Like me myself, I used to trade mainly Forex, but there just isn't any. There isn't much volatility, like in my perspective. That's why I haven't really been using it. But Steven over here has been killing it. Maybe I'm gonna have to come back to Forex. Steven over here locked in 5,000 this morning off just Euro USD and Euro CAD. And he's applying the 3-minute scalp strategy. So maybe that's something that I might want to mess with too. All right, so here we go with this over here. I'm gonna ask him what his TV stop loss. Nice, bro. What's your TP stop loss for FX trades? Damn, this dude's going heavy on those trades. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Jalan. The area of support is yeah, Jalan said, man, this area is the moment of truth. Big move off the support. That's what I'm thinking too. So I don't know if I want to even enter this scalp right here. So if you guys want to enter the scalp, take it at your own risk. I'm probably not going to take it because it is at a strong support right now. So there's a scalp right there for that. If you guys want to take it, then you can catch that right there. But I'm not going to take it. So it's not going to be an official call. It's really at your own risk because US 30 is at a support right now. Right here, obviously, it's at the 10-minute support. So it can easily bounce up. So I don't want to take the risk for US 30. I'm trying to see what Steven's been applying for his TP stop loss. Let's see this over here. So I'll take a look at that as well. So what Steven's been applying is he's been applying the scalp strategy off Forex pairs. So let me look at the Forex pairs over here real quick. What's like a common one that we do? GJ, right? GJ looks like it would have been a flop though. Let me see. Unless he puts it at the swing, about 20 pips, I guess. I mean, for the most part, it looks like it does work. Oh, damn. He has one at 3. 15 pip TP, 5 pip stop loss. Nice, dude. So it looks like this right here. Damn, yeah. Yeah, Steven been killing it. So Steven does his own strategies. He actually thought of this himself. So Steven said that he's been applying this for his trades. He goes for 15 TP, 5 pip stop loss. I think that 5 pip stop loss might be too close, Steven. And 5 pip. I just told Steven that 5 pip stop loss is close, because like looking at this right here. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, let's see. Eric said TP hit. Nice, nice. Yeah, so TP hit right there. So maybe we should hop into these scalps actually, now that that's running. So yeah, whoever took the trade right there, TP hit off that. So nice work, Eric. I'm assuming you caught the trade, right? Because you were following it. Ken is asking what lot size do I use? I use a 10 lot, but I'm on a 200K account. So keep that in mind that, depending on what account size you're using, if you're using a 100K, maybe use a 5 lot. If you're using a 200K like I am, then use a different one. So let me see real quick. Oh yeah, Steven, let me get you real quick. So Steven's in the group right now. He's gonna explain to me or explain to us. I'm trying to find you in the group over here. Let's see, Steven Smith. There you go, bro. All right, Steven, I unmuted you, bro. Can you hear me?
What's up, bro? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How's it going, bro?
What's going on? So usually I'm looking for, I'm on a one time and I look on like the 30-minute time frame of like potential order blocks. So
Okay.
I mark off order blocks, and then I go, once it get near an order block, I turn on my momentum indicators, and then I turn on the pivots. So I see what my pivots are, and I see what my 3-minute momentum and my order block. So like I pretty much put all of them in together. So as it reached my higher time frame order block, I'm looking for it to make lower time frame order blocks. So once it start to make lower time frame order blocks and start to break structure, I look for the next momentum signal. So actually, I got it right here where I'm gonna see a picture of how I took it.
Gotcha. So you do your order block on the 30-minute, you're saying, right?
Yeah. So like I said, I look at the higher time frame, like a 30-minute or hour order block. Then once it reached there, I start looking for lower time frame, your 1 minute, your 3-minute order blocks. And once it make continuous order blocks, or it give me nice rejection off the higher time frame order blocks, and give me a nice momentum signal, I just take the trade. Because if it go back the other way, then that order block wasn't valid. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So instead of like right now, like price is doing the same thing, but hold on, I might take a picture and send it to you right quick.
Yeah. So see, you do the order block on the 30-minute, and then you go down to the 3 minutes to make those entries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Or if there's not one on a 30-minute, I'll look at a higher time frame, or like the 15-minute, because I'm scalping. So I'm just trying to make a quick 15 pips. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do move it to like 6, 7 pips. It just depends on where I got in at the market.
But, yeah, and you use the pivots too, right?
Yeah, I use the pivots too.
Yeah, do you use all of them, or you just use the 3?
I kind of I like the 3 and the 4. The 3 and the 4 is like
pretty solid, right?
Yeah, pretty solid. The other ones is just like, They work in certain situations, but
Yeah. You know, this looks good right here because I just see this sell right here that we could have probably taken.
yeah, I mean, sometimes you might, like you say, it might be too tight, but if it pass your order block, then your order block will invalid.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, what I'd probably do is I'd probably put the stop loss above the order block right there, and
Yeah,
then I'd go for that 15 you were just saying. So yeah, look at GJ looks pretty good right now. I'm thinking about
that's what
maybe.
I'm saying. So you could adjust it to where, you know what I mean, it's comfortable for you. But I like that 1 to 3 because that 1 to 3 is just is is 1 to 3. It's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, no, no, of course, yeah, no, you got way better, way better.
I just sent it in the chat. I should have sent it to you, but I just sent it in the
It's
chat.
all good. I'll pull it up real quick. Let's see, we got over here.
Shit.
All right. Oh, okay, I see. So these blocks right here are the order blocks, right?
Right. So like this big one was a higher time frame order block.
Mhm.
Then if you look right before the one right above is not the actual order block. The order block is actually above that yellow line. It's like in between both of those, that big one and that small. So once I seen price made that order block and then gave me this bearish push, and then if you look at it, it broke structure right here. And then it gave me a nice retest. I was like, all right, I'm about to enter that because I got my momentum signal, and then I'm just going for 15 pips. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then my 15 pips are right before the order block that was at the bottom. And look what it did right at that order block. It turned price back around, to retest. You feel me? And
yeah,
I was about to take another entry off of this order block right here, this next small that's in between the TP that it just rejected off again and came back down. But I was talking to you, but I'm pretty sure it's about to play out there.
yeah. No, it looks smooth. It looks like whenever it bounces up,
Actually, it's about to hit TP. That's crazy. I was just damn.
for
Damn.
you're okay too. I know
It's all right. No FOMO. No FOMO.
it's all good. You can catch the next one. Yeah, so it looks like
Yeah,
you can
GJ
catch.
the same way. If you do it on GJ, I get a lot of plays on GJ.
I
And most
also,
of the time, 5 pips is pretty good. Like it's a good ratio.
yeah,
Or
no, it looks pretty solid. Or you could even do like, yeah, even like a
if
1 or
you
2.
do 10, if you do 10, go for like a 1 to 2 then. You feel what I'm saying? Like because I know for sure, like I've been back testing it.
Hmm.
You could get 15, 20 pips out of GJ easy.
Yeah, yeah, easy because it actually moves.
Because it moves, it's volatile. So if you get a good structure with a good, if you see a nice order block, I'll take it. If
Yeah,
you see
no,
it, especially a fresh block that haven't tested yet, yeah, or retest and they give you like a good bearish or golfing, and then you get that momentum signal, I just take the trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm risking 1%, so I'm okay with that. So sometimes I only if I'm not comfortable, if I'm not too comfortable with it, I only risk 0.5%. And that's still $1,500 because I got 100K FTMO comp. So that's still $1,500 off of a trade that's probably going to take like what that trade just took only took what
exactly. It's quick.
1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Oh my God! Look at this trade. See what I'm saying? Look, I'm about to see this one.
Yeah, man, this thing's hidden, bro. It makes me want to go back to FOREX for a bit. Yeah, you can catch like pretty much all the like when it rejects off the order block, you can even just take it off that
Yeah.
because it looks like if it bounces right here and you get a buy
Check that
signal.
one out. Check that one out. Just
Let me check.
another. It created another order block and then boom, another bam.
Damn, yeah, cut that bounce off right there.
That's another 3,000 I could. Damn, I was talking to Shawn. It's like though. It's like I hope I'm helping people though. That's you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah, no, and this is cool because like like Steven over here, he created this on his own, guys. I didn't teach Steven how to do this. Like he messed around with it, figured out what works, and he's been making. Man, he made more profit than me today, bro. I'm kind of jealous. How much did you make today? You made.
Man, trust me, it's been days you done made like 7K, and I be like, God damn, I ain't made nothing today.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
But
it's
I know sometimes I just sit on my hands with US 30 because if I don't feel good about it, I'm not gonna trade it.
yeah, US 30 is dangerous. It's dangerous if like
Especially
you
with
really
that
don't
news.
feel.
That news been crazy lately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The news is like the past couple of days been crazy. Like even right here, I was trying to follow this, but man, it's been like back and forth.
Like just
Like
now, like I was just like, man, this like you can get 3 trades back to back easy off of this if you look at it. It's three
exactly.
trades. If
Yeah.
you look at your cat, that was 3 trades back to back. You could have caught on sales. You could have caught one on a buy off this order block once it came back to the order block. Like what? Your CAD would have gave you some payouts. You would have made 3, if you was doing what I was doing, 3, 6, 9, 12. You've been up almost what, 15K today.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, man. It looks like you could even catch it like when it just bounces off the order block. Like if it comes down and it comes
Yeah.
back up, you could just catch it. Or if it's above the pivot, like just using a pivot entry, like even right here, it bounced off the order block, the 30-minute order block, and then it was above the pivot, like straight money right there. And then
it gave you that momentum. It gave you the momentum signal.
Exactly.
More confirmation to go ahead and take it. And
yep.
You didn't even need 10 pairs. 5 pairs would have gave you justice.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I got to start looking at GJ because we've actually been looking at these forex pairs to find what we can trade during other times, like during Asia session. I think it's a lot safer to trade something like GJ rather than trading trading US 30, because sometimes US 30 doesn't really move that much.
Yeah, US 30 could be stalling sometimes.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Thanks for showing me this, man. I'm gonna take a look at this even more. And I'm probably gonna hop into some of these trades. I'm probably gonna mess with like maybe DJ.
UK got another one that like I'm about to go ahead and enter. But all right, bro, appreciate it.
All right, man, for sure, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, man, later. But yeah, guys, so you guys can see right there, another strategy right here, created by Steven, one of the K2 members. Steven's not even an admin, he's just a member, and he's killing it. He made about almost 5,000 today. Trading GJ, or trading Euro USD and Euro CAD. So I'll start looking at this too. Maybe this is going to be another strategy that we'll be applying here at K2. But let's go back to US 30 real quick. I know that's what most of you guys are waiting for. We're still looking for some sells here off this. So let me go back to US 30 real quick. Yeah, still looking for some sells over here. We still have the sell bias right here. Yeah, the daily entry right here hit full TP for whoever took it. I didn't take it obviously, but whoever took it here, because a lot of people keep asking if the daily entry is still working. It's obviously still working. It's just we just haven't been applying it because there's not that many entries that have been available lately. So I'm just gonna give you guys a small little update in the group for you guys who are still wondering if it still works. It still works perfectly fine. It's just market conditions right now are a little different, where it becomes a little more risky. So let me just move this over here. K2 US 30 daily entry just hit full TP for ticket. Yeah, so nice work amongst everyone over here. This is what I'm talking about, K2. Like over here at K2, we actually help each other win. Like there's no competition between the members here, guys. We're all on a team, the same team here. So like whoever's like making money one way or another, we share the strategies with each other so that we can all profit off it. We're not here trying to hide strategies from each other. Whenever someone finds something that's good, we share it and we all make profit off it. That's what makes our community a little different from others. So looking at Eric over here, he's the one that took the scalp for US 30. So nice work, bro. You locked in about, and you're up pretty heavy right now. Eric, you're up about 1,000 right there, 2,000 right there, nearly 3,000 this morning. So nice work, Eric, with your profits right there. Let's see, Sisuk over here. He made about 1,622 this morning. So everyone here is doing pretty good. Even though we had that small loss this morning, everyone's bounced back. Yash over here, he locked in about 652. He's been scalping US 30 as well. You can see he's on a smaller account, but he's locking in some massive profit here as well. So everyone's doing pretty good. Little dog meme right there. Let's see what else we got over here. Javier said, I'm out. US 30 looking like it's reversing. So Javier's up 3,535. Nice work, Javier. So yeah, bro, you're on your way to quitting your job soon, right? Dude, Javier sent me, I don't know if you care about this, Javier, but Javier sent me his work hours last week. This dude worked like 145 hours in 1 week. Bro, that's crazy. I don't know how you do it, bro. That's yeah, he sent me his 142 hours. So this dude worked 142 hours last week, man. That's crazy, bro. So just stay consistent with your trading here, and then you should be able to quit your job soon. So you don't have to keep working 140 hours a week. It's crazy, man. I don't know how you do it. But yeah, congrats to those profits. Let's keep them coming. Yeah, You're right, Peter. That's crazy. 142 hours. We have a lot of people here in K2 that are looking, they join K2 to find an exit from whatever they're doing. Some people don't like their job. Some people are working way too much. And I'm here to help you guys make that exit, just like I did last year. Yeah, nice work amongst everybody here. Crazy, crazy profits for everyone here. So let's see. What else we got over here real quick? Yeah, no, the daily profits today have been on point. So congrats to everybody here. Let's see what's going on over here with US 30. It looks like it's finally bouncing off that support, Jalon. So that same support that we were looking at over here, it's bouncing right off it. So we might be in for a reversal actually. And I'm like curious to use Steven's strategy here on US 30 now. It kind of like threw me off. I was like, damn, it actually works really well. So let me just check this out. I'm gonna go to US 30 real quick. Because if that strategy works really good, Short Team's asking what job earlier you do, Shawn. I used to be an attorney, so I was a lawyer for a while. And I was working a lot of hours too. They were like 12-hour days at my firm because I was working at a big firm. So yeah. So for the past, like, K2's been around for a while, for like a couple of years. The first couple of years at K2, I was working as an attorney. So I was like, that's why I was not really able to be active in the chat as much. And then last year when COVID happened, I finally left and I just became a full-time trader. So that's my story right there. If you guys are wondering where I came from, I was an attorney before this. So I didn't leave like a normal job. Like I was getting paid really well at my job. It was just stressful. So when I found this exit, I finally made the exit. Well, I mean, I've been trading for a long time. I've been trading for like 11 years. It's just, I just started, I just started doing it full time last year. So that was my job before I used to be a lawyer. All right, let's see if there's anything else over here real quick. Yeah, I don't know if that same strategy Steven uses works well on US 30 because US 30 is kind of different. It moves way too fast for you to really catch those moves. I mean, this is the order block strategy that we've been working on as well. So if you guys remember, we're still currently working on this. I don't know if this is really going to be, if it's going to, if we're really going to focus on it very much because we're already applying these other strategies here, which work perfectly fine. So that might be put on the back burner while we focus on these because these are obviously working perfectly fine. There's no need for us to move on to something different when everything we're doing now works just as well as anything else that we can run across. Yeah, Jalon said it's consolidating hard right now. It is. So I don't really see much movement here. Let me go back to this 10-minute over here. So we're done with this daily entry. That's full TP off that. Looks like it's going to consolidate for a bit. So around 9 o'clock, price starts to consolidate. So if we don't see much movement from now until 9 o'clock, we might just sign off a little early today just to avoid getting caught in any reversals. I'll just put this away over here. Basically, the way that the market moves, like midway through market. So like right here from 6:30, this is when the market opened. It usually moves directional, right? So right here from 6:30, it'll move directional. And then once it hits 9 o'clock, it usually starts to consolidate a little bit. So it'll consolidate a bit from this area. And then around 10 o'clock, which is mid-market, it's about 12 o'clock Eastern time, or no, 10 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's when it starts to reverse the other way. So, or this reversal might even start a little earlier right here. So we'll see where it goes from this point. If there's not any, if there isn't any good entries that are available from now until like maybe 8:30, then we might just call it a day. Because we just don't want to risk any of these trades. I'll probably look into Steven's strategy because that strategy looks pretty good. The one that he's applying, it's basically like a spin-off of like what we were doing before. He added his twist to it that made it even better. So I'll be looking out for that new strategy. Probably later today, I'll look over it and then we'll see how that goes. And then we will continue on from here. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys missed what me and Steven talked about earlier, just go back and rewatch the replay. So after this session's done, you guys can just go back and refresh this video, and you can rewind it to when me and Steven were talking, because he's doing pretty good off of the stuff he's applying over here. Nice, Javier over here too. He's applying a new strategy as well. So as you guys can see right here, everyone here is pretty much applying their own strategies. They're just making a spin off of what we're already applying here, and it works pretty fine. Yeah, Javier said, "Yep, I'm out." So he marked it up here on the 1 minute. He can see that it's starting to reverse back up, and then on the 10 minute as well, it's starting to push back up. So it looks like a lot of people here are pretty much done for the day. So I'll keep watching out for some entries here. If you guys have any questions, it's probably the best time to get your questions across to me so I can answer them. But I'll hang out for maybe about another 20 minutes. If we don't see much movement here, we might just call it a day because it's getting close to 9 o'clock. At that point, price is going to consolidate. We don't really want to get caught in this consolidation. Also here on the 1 minute, price already swung up to the top side. It looks like all of the 1 minute scalps this morning all hit TP. So yeah, this one over here, I don't know if we took this one here. No, this was the opening candle. So we didn't take this one here, but we did take this one here that hit full TP. I think there was another one that was right here as well. That one hit full TP. So if you took any of these sells here, these sell scalps off US 30 on the 1 minute, they all hit full TP. So that hit full TP, that hit full TP. Even this invalid one that Eric took earlier hit full TP, I think. And he took this one over here as well. So if you took any of these scalps here for US 30, they all hit TP this morning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's about 400 pips if you went for 100 pips each. And then if you applied the 3 minute strategy, that also hit TP. And then also on the 10 minute and daily entry, all hit TP. So the only bad trade was a breakout strategy this morning. That was a given, it happens sometimes. There's nothing we could have done about it. But other than that, some of you guys did pull out for some pretty solid profit if you guys pulled out early. I suffered a loss, but it's whatever. It's all good. Nice. Joel said, I'm using the cloud on the 1 minute to see if it's looking like it's going to cross to the upside. Yeah. So a lot of other people have been looking at it here too. Jalon, you saw it swing up. Javier saw it swing up over here as well. We got a 10-minute signal right there for a buy. Yeah. So it looks like price might be shifting to the upside over here. Yeah, I mean, if it swings to the upside, I'm not going to mess with it because it could just consolidate for a bit, and then we're not really sure what's going to happen from this point. It can either go up or it can either go down. I'm still working on another strategy as well for the midway. Like once price reaches 10 o'clock my time, and it usually reverses. So if that's the case, we can probably catch some reversal trades as we get to mid market. I know me and CT tried to work on that like a long time ago. If you guys remember from the daily strategy, the daily entry right here, we used to catch sells in this direction. Like for example, right here, we had a sell, right? And if we caught a buy midway through, we would catch it both ways. But that was when Trump was president and there was just too much volatility in the market. So it wouldn't always play out the way that we wanted it to. So I'll start looking for something different because, we should have a strategy that's used for every session. Because right now during this live session, we trade live every day from like 6:30 to like, it used to be 6:30 to 11 or 10. But I just didn't like dealing with the trolls anymore. So what happened was I just cut it short because the longer we stay on, the more trolls come on to this session, and it's just annoying, having to deal with people like that. So looking at everyone's profits from today, let's see what everyone did today. So if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, just send them over to the group or to me or to any of the chats, and then I'll add them to the list. So Javier over here locked in 3,535 this morning. Yash over here locked in about 652. Sisuk locked in 1,622. See Eric over here locked in a couple thousand right there if you add these up. Javier locked in 46.86 on a smaller account, still profit, right? Steven over here locked in 1,470. I swear he locked in more. I don't think I copied over his other one. Yeah, I did. My bad. Let me go back over to Steven real quick. I didn't copy over his big one that he made over there. Yeah, Steven locked in some fat profit right here, 4,000. Yeah, Yeah, so yeah, looking at Steven, he locked in 4,000 on his account. Going back to his other account over here, or his earlier profits, 1,470. The other Steven, he locked in about 100 bucks. Alan locked in about a couple thousand right there. Vartius locked in 303. Jeff locked in about 1,414. Robert locked in 936. Dimitri over here locked in about 10 bucks. Not bad. Profit's profit. Mark locked in 684. Trell over here locked in 1,230. Sisuk locked in about 1,000 bucks right there. You add it all up. Angela locked in 243. Steve, the other Steven locked in 3,253. Sisuk locked in about a couple $100 on this account, or about 1,000. Steven locked in 665 on that other account. Angela locked in 590, and Kenton locked in 1,042. And then lastly, Isai locked in 25 bucks. Alan locked in 1,048. So nice work amongst everybody over here. I think that's about it for this. We got a pending buy signal here for US 30. Like I mentioned, it's probably going to reverse at some point. See, short seeing said, look at US 30 CNBC. It will give an idea of a bullish or bearish. Yeah, so let's pull up the actual index right now. So we got CNBC right here. Yeah, it's starting to shift. So right here, it was actually it's all bullish right now. All right, so it was bearish this morning. So when market opened, it was bearish. Now it's starting to swing into the bullish direction. So it looks like all of the indices are now swinging up. Looking at the Dow index over here, let's see which stocks are really weighing it down. Let's see. So the ones that are weighing it down right now are American Co, Caterpillar, Amgen, Microsoft, and Salesforce. Those are the losers today for the Dow. The biggest one is -4% for Merrick, -4.6 actually. Caterpillar is 2.4 negative. Amgen's 1.9. Microsoft is 1.8. Looking at the positive ones, we have Nike. It's hauling over US 30 this morning. Nike's up, Dow Inc.'s up, Home Depot's up. So the thing is, majority of the stocks here are positive, right, for the Dow 30. So Nike, Dow, Home Depot, Chevron, United Health, JP Morgan, Walmart, et cetera, they're all positive right now. The only assets that are really weighing down US 30 is going to be American Co, which is 4%, which is fine because Nike and Dow can pretty much piggyback that. They can carry it. So looks like US 30 is going to be bullish for the rest of the day. Just looking at the indexes over here, it looks like everything is starting to push up. The ones here that are losing are starting to recover. So Honeywell's like it's 0.6 negative, but it looks like it'll be swinging up. Same with Boeing over here. It's -3%, but it's going to be swinging up as well. So I think US 30 is going to be swing towards the upside, but we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how this ends up playing out. I mean, I personally wouldn't risk it and just hop into a buy just because, you know, you might think it's going to be swinging up because it can swing back down. There's no guarantee it's going to swing up, but because we still have about, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. We still have 6 hours left in the market. But yeah, looking at CNBC over here, looks like it's moving towards the upside because of the, there's only a few stocks that are red here. So looking at the Dow 30, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. So 7 out of 30 stocks here are negative. The rest are positive. So I would probably just, I mean, I wouldn't hop into any buys right now just because this can easily shift. But just looking at it from that perspective, looks like US 30 is now going to be swinging towards the upside. Just keep that in mind if you guys are wondering. And if you guys are wondering what we're looking at, you guys have no idea. The Dow 30 is an index of like 30 of the top US stocks, right? So that's why we're looking at the stocks right here, because these stocks are within the Dow 30. This is what's causing the Dow 30 to move up and down, if you guys didn't realize that. And, you know, looking over here at the other indexes, everything is bullish. The Dow 30 is bullish, S&P 500 is bullish, NASDAQ 100 is bullish. The only thing that's negative right now is the Russell 2K, but that's not really going to, it's not really going to be mirroring the Dow 30. So just keep that in mind. I'm kind of tempted to hop into a buy, actually. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm tempted to hop into a buy just to like test this out to see how well it pushes up. Because who knows, this might swing back down. I don't know. we still have a lot of time in the market. Something could happen, like some kind of news event could happen, and then it could just tank the rest of these stocks here because they're not really that strong. Like they're only up like 1.5%. The highest is 1.5 for Nike, but this can easily swing back down at any point. So we'll see. But like I mentioned, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm probably going to log off soon because I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk taking any dumb trades because I know if I keep watching this and then I'm looking at the stock index right here, I'm probably just going to want to take a buy, even though I know I shouldn't. I'll probably want to take a buy here and then try to ride this up or something. Right? Just knowing myself. And you guys know what I mean by that. You guys know how you guys trade. There's certain times where you know that you make bad decisions when you trade. And those certain times is when it reaches like 8:30, 9 o'clock for me, because I know price is going to reverse. And it gives me ideas where I'm like, well, I should probably just hop into this trade here, lock in some profits. But in reality, I know I should probably just sit down. Because yeah, if I was to enter this trade right here, I'd probably enter for a buy right there because it's rejecting off the pivot. Let me check the order blocks over here as well. There's actually an order block entry right here. Let's see this over here, the 10-minute. Let's see. Yeah, C6 said this 1-minute signal, I'm definitely not taking the sell. Yeah, I wouldn't risk taking the sell right now, guys. Even though it might be a solid entry possibly. Yeah. So let me check real quick to see if there's anything else. Let's see. Short team said CHF JPY broke daily resistance level. There's a big move coming if broke is not false. Yeah, no, definitely short. So let me check real quick. Let me see if anyone else here has anything to say about these. Let's see. Yeah, just trying to see what's going on over here. Yeah, see, as you guys can see right here, it's just consolidating now sideways for a bit. But I think it's going to be bullish. I mean, me personally, I think US 30 is probably going to be bullish at this point here. I think this would be the, no, it's not the consolidation area. Trying to figure out where the consolidation area would be for this. Possibly somewhere around there. We'll see where it moves from here. But yeah, going back to what Shortson said, he said CHF JPY broke daily resistance level. There's a big move coming if the broke is false. So I'll take a look at that real quick. I've been looking at CHF JPY as well. I wanted to take a trade yesterday, but I didn't end up taking it. What happened to my CHF JPY? Oh, I think I stopped trading that because I just didn't like it. Oh no, it's right here. I'm tripping. It's like literally right there. Yeah, so it did break resistance right there. Charts. I'll reanalyze everything from scratch so that we can see everything that is over here. We got that right there. That right there. Got this down here. All right, so looking at this right here, this is the 4-hour. I'm going to 8-hour because I need to get the ceiling. Actually, another zone right there. Weekly. And CHF JPY hasn't had a resistance in a long time, my short seen. So yeah, for this right here, this has been Yeah, the resistance is not for a while. So yeah, looking at this right here, short scene. So looking at CHF JPY, this well, I mean the entry would have been right here, obviously, because you know if you're using the zone strategy, we got a breaking close patch structure right here. We turn on the momentum indicator. We had a buy signal right there. So with that said, we'd enter a long position right here. And that would have hit full TP already. I was going to call this one, but I wasn't too comfortable with it. But looking at this here, short scene, there's no resistance for a long time. Yeah, like the weekly resistance isn't anywhere near, because it hasn't been in this area for how long has it been? Let's see. So let's go to the weekly. Let's see the last time it broke this structure. The last time price broke this structure right here, short scene, was back in in 2014. So price hasn't been this high since 2014. Well, I mean, it was above it, but it hasn't broken above this area since 2014. So it's been about 7 years now. 7 years since CHF-JPY has gotten to this point. So yeah, I do agree that a big move might be coming here for CHF-JPY. We'll just have to wait and see, because these zones over here haven't been tested in like 7 years. It's been a long time. So looking at this here, let me just check out the indexes. If I see CHF-JPY being strong right here, I might just buy and hold on to it, just like you were saying. So SXY. Wow, yeah, this looks like it can be pushing up, like it can be prepping for a really big move here. That's crazy. Yeah, CHF is strong. JPY is, I mean, it's somewhat weak right now, but it's still pushing. So just looking at this right here, short scene, I think, yeah, I might even want to enter this for a buy, like a long-term buy. But I'm gonna wait for it to come down. So I'll wait for it to come down a little bit, because it looks like it's due for some retracement. So I'll probably wait for it to come down a little bit, maybe turn on the pivots here. Yeah, maybe let it come down slightly, and then I'll maybe catch it for a buy. And then what I'll do is I'll place my long position there, stop loss below the zone right here, maybe 60 pips. And then I'll just let it run, because it's got a long way to go. You know, it's not gonna, from this area to the next resistance, let's see how many pips is that. It's like nearly 1,000 pips, 838 pips. 850 to round it up. Or 845. That's it. That's a crazy move upwards, short scene for CAD-JPY. So yeah, thanks for mentioning that, because I don't even really look at this pair as much as I used to, but it looks like it could be pushing up for a really nice push, maybe a long-term hold. I'll probably take this on my personal account, just, you know, let it do what it needs to do. But I'll let it retrace a little bit. I know it's going to come back down, touch the pivot. And once it does that, maybe I'll take a buy and I'll just ride it all the way up with you. Yeah, imagine that. If I take this for if I was to take this for a, I'll just log into a paper account. I just want to see how much it's worth. I'll log into my forex.com a little later. So yeah, looking at this right here, if we were to take a buy right here, for a standard lot, for let's say stop loss will be about 100 pips, take profit will be about maybe 500 pips. That's pretty good. It's going to be like a 4,588 potential profit right there. If it's a 500 pip TP, 100 pip stop loss, if I just make this a little less just to protect my position in case it spikes. Yeah. It's a nice move. Yeah, definitely short team. Yeah, glad that you decided to share that with us. You know, that's what I mean about K2, guys. We're here to help each other out. If we find something that works well, we share it with each other. You know, we're not here to compete with each other. We're all here to share profit and make sure that everyone here locks in profit together. So yeah, no, that looks good, short team. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll probably set an alert for when it touches this pivot. I'm gonna set that right now, actually. Let's see. CHFJPY, pivot level 1. Yeah, so when it comes down and touches the pivot, I'll get an alert. It'll let me know. And then once it comes down, maybe I'll hop into this trade and I'll let you guys know that we can both hop into this together. So yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's it for the session. It's about 8:30 already, so I don't really have much to look at. Looking at US 30 over here, like I was mentioning, it's just consolidating, right? So I drew these zones right here a couple minutes ago, and now it's just going back and forth. It's not really choosing a direction. Looking at US 30 over here, like I mentioned over here, it's just going to consolidate a bit, and then probably by 10 o'clock, it'll reverse in the other way. So other than that, guys, I think that's it for this session. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram. If you guys want access to the indicators, just a reminder, go to the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here, and that's how you'll get access to the indicators. If you just want access to the signals and the Zoom room so that you guys can follow real time, because the YouTube is delayed 5 to 10 seconds. So if you guys are trying to scalp with me every day, you guys might miss out on a couple of scalps. So if that's the case, just sign up for the K2 Premium Signals here. If you guys don't want to pay for anything, just click on unlock free access right here. You'll get access to the free public group, which is, you'll be open to the community, and you'll also have access to the strategies. You just won't have the indicators to apply these strategies yourself, obviously. So other than that, just a reminder, I go live every day at 6:30. So tomorrow we'll be wrapping up the week for Friday, and hopefully we can lock in a couple more profits till then. Otherwise, if we don't, if I don't see you guys till then, I'll be back again here on Sunday evening for the market open. So thanks for showing up, guys. If you guys have any questions, just reach out. I'll be around in the Telegram for a bit. But other than that, I will see you guys on the next session. So see you.